I forgot I hid a camera in our house and have never been the same. My boyfriend and I waited for months for our baby to say his first word, but he kept telling me not to worry, that boys develop slower. I was starting to get anxious because Cody was way past when he should have been talking. Then one Tuesday morning while I was feeding him breakfast, it finally happened. Cody looked right at me, smiled, and clear as day said, May. I screamed with excitement, immediately calling Jake into the kitchen. He said his first word. He said May, but Jake's face went weird when he heard it. He shook his head and said I must have misheard him, that babies don't usually say random months as their first words. But I knew what I heard. Over the next few days, Cody kept saying it. May, May. Always the same word, always with this happy little giggle afterward. Jake kept insisting I was wrong, that he was just babbling, but something about how defensive he got made me uneasy. After a week of Cody only saying May, I started getting concerned. Other babies said mama or dada. I tried teaching him other words, pointing at myself saying mama over and over, but he'd just smile and say May again. The weird part was how Jake reacted every single time. He'd tense up, change the subject, or suddenly need to leave the room. One afternoon, our babysitter Kenna was over while I was getting ready for work, and Cody said it again. May! Kenna and I looked at each other. I saw panic in her face. There was something she wasn't telling me, and Cody knew about it. She sat down at the kitchen table and said she had something to tell me, something she'd been feeling guilty about for months. Kenna was sobbing so hard she could barely get the words out. I had to wait 5 minutes for her to contain herself, dying to know what she was about to tell me. Then, she admitted that sometimes we were out. She'd been bringing her friend over to help watch Cody. Her friend's name was Shay. I'm so sorry, Kenna kept saying. I know I should have asked permission. My mind was racing. Shay, not May. I actually laughed, hugging Kenna and telling her it was okay. I was just glad to finally understand what Cody was trying to say. However, I wanted to see it for myself, so I got an idea. The next day before Kenna came over, I put a camera in our living room to see if she'd bring her friend over. Sure enough, about an hour after I left, a girl with blonde hair came in. Kenna introduced her to Cody saying, "This is Shay. Can you say Shay?" And Cody responded with his usual, May. It was actually adorable seeing him try to pronounce her name. I felt silly for being so paranoid and decided to take the camera down when I got home. I forgot about the camera, and the next day while I was at work, I decided to check again. I wanted to see my boyfriend playing with our sweet Cody and text him I loved him. He was on the couch with Cody, and I smiled watching them together. Then I heard it. May, Cody said, reaching his arms up. That's right, buddy, he said. May's coming. My blood went cold. May's coming? A minute later, someone walked into frame. A woman with dark hair. Definitely not Kenna. Definitely not Shay. She walked straight over to him, kissed him on the mouth, then picked up Cody. May. I watched as this woman sat down next to my boyfriend, my son on her lap, playing house in my home. I kept watching, my hands shaking so hard I could barely hold my phone. Jake and this May person were talking about their plans. How much longer do we have to keep pretending? May asked. Just another month, Jake said. I've been moving money slowly so she won't notice. Once I have enough, we can take Cody and go. It took me an hour to stop hyperventilating. I immediately called Jake's phone, watching them both on my screen. When he answered with his fake casual, "Hey babe, what's up?" I screamed, "Who is May? Who is that woman on my couch?" I watched them both jump up in real time, Jake's face draining of color as he realized there was a camera. They looked around frantically, May asking, "How does she know?" Jake grabbed Cody, May grabbed the diaper bag, and they ran out of my house. The police have issued an Amber Alert for Cody. Jake isn't answering his phone, and his family claims they don't know where he is.